And hello and welcome back to the second part of this reading, and we'll continue with the cards. And the first one, or the next one, is the One Ring Circus, and we have the numbers 1 and 5, which equates to 6, which is the preparing for the moving forward, the forward movement. And at the moment, as you are within your spiritual place, with your intentions, building within your inner creativity in harmony with all that there is, divine consciousness, one stands as a one-ring circus. Because you are unique, you are complete also in where you're at. And we have a slither of a moon, so we're talking about time to do work, time to look forward. We are surrounded by a sea of emotions. Is this one of love? This is what you need to ask yourself. Do you stand in pure love? Absolutely no fear. We do not want fear to embrace and to find its way into intentions, because that can crack the egg and infect your intentions. So absolutely no fear. That is absolutely paramount. And what we will do now is we will take a second card. And the next card is Moonlight. So we have the moon following here. And what we have here is the number 51, which is an exact reflection in the mirror of 15. So we are looking at this moon cycle energy, so this new moon that's come through and is affecting us all. And we are like a moth, guided by our inner light. We need to be very, very careful of the fact that in the moonlight, often we see things in reverse to what they really are, the reverse numbers. And so therefore, you have to be very picky, very choosy as to what you believe, what you understand at this moment. Because there's lots of mind control techniques that's going on this planet to keep us locked into the lower energy. And the only difference between what you think you know and what you are wise enough to know will come from opening your heart center. And by doing a meditation and sitting within your heart center, only there will you actually find the truth of who you are. So in the darkness of the void, I'm talking about sleep time, in your dreams, you will find a time to evaluate what is your truth, what is somebody else's truth, so that you can truly choose that when you step out into the world, you have dealt with all the illusions that is often brought through from the moonlight. And we'll carry on with the next pair of cards. And this is a 7. So we have gone from 4 to 6. And this is the reversal of this one. Into 7. And this is where we step from the One Ring Circus. So this is a story. This is an ongoing story for you that may or may not resonate with you, or aspects of it. You may have already be ahead of this on your journey, or you may be somewhat lagging behind. We're all in different points on our journey. That is why there is a map, so that you have your own inner map to follow. And stepping into the unknown, we are living in times that is absolutely unknown. We have an unknown future, albeit magnificent if we choose that path. And in the not knowing, What we are unable to see is by trusting yourself, not trusting those who bombard you with bits of this or bits of that. You must do this or you must comply with that. No, what does your heart tell you? What do you feel is your path forward? And when you are able to take off the mask, and you can do so at any time because your hands are actually free, you are not forced to do anything, you'll be able to see the magnificent rainbow that has been building in your life, your magnificence, the coming together of all the 7, well actually there's more than 7 rays if you see the higher numbers. There's many more colours there that we don't actually see in the rainbow, and if you can see them, they're absolutely amazing. But that is often beyond the spectrum of the human intake of colours. But what we do have is we have our songbird here, our song. Listen intently to what your heart is saying. You do not need to see what is out in the world, but you do need to listen intently to what your heart centre is telling you, your own soul. And this you'll find by meditating, lighting a candle even, going into your heart centre. And it sits in the centre of your being. It is not a chakra, that's another story for another day. But listen intently to what your inner song is singing to you, your inner child. What is your inner child singing? Beautiful voice, childlike voice. Listen to the messengers, because this is the time for the intentions. And it's so important to get the messages right. You are unique. You have a unique reason by being here. You are not just a number or part of a machine, a cog in a wheel, not in the slightest. You are unique. And you need to now stand ready to take your uniqueness, hence the dandelion clock, out into the world. When you are ready to finally take off the blindfold to step forward into the beauty of what is. And they're drawing me to the purple level here. And we've got a certain amount of purple also here and here. And they are saying this is attainment of royalty, sovereignty. This is your own personal mastership. You already wear the gown of being a master. This is not new to you. This intention is not new to you, but it is your intention and not of the outer world that is bombarding you with false illusions to stop you from being you and stepping into the unknown. And we go on to the other card. And when the time is right, and you are above the labyrinth, we're talking a 2 here. Again, this is a partnership number. I'm moving on from the inner world, the inner thinking, to stepping out in the world. And by bringing all the rainbows together, you will be able to colour your forward movement. Any form of vehicle, whether it's this horse or a car or a motorbike or whatever it is, or a boat, it is you. It's a symbolic you and all that you carry within, the gems of who you are, of your intention. And that's good that it's following below the egg of intention. And we still have the rainbow here coming forward, and we've come from rather dark clouds, and we're stepping into the brighter, almost spring-like air of coming out of the hibernation of where we're at. We have some time to get to this one. We are still in this state here of the unknown, and by going across the void, we can, if we are true to ourselves, step out into the world and fly. And we have here the possibilities of life. The labyrinth is a continual circle, whereas the maze takes you down into unforeseen dead ends. And at the moment, in the life that we have been on, we have been in the maze and not the labyrinth. But, excuse me, by staying true to your heart, you can actually fly above the maze of sending you down into the wrong avenue, into the blocked places. And I'm going to move on again. I'm keeping these, or Spirit seems to be keeping these, because I'm having so much problems with the larger ones. There's several of them that I'm still trying to get up online. And we're now going into the ghost lines. And we're talking about 17, which numerology, which boils down into an 8. And the ghost lines are often set within the in-between worlds. It's where you are being ghosted, the illusions, the bombardment through advertising in the media and this sort of thing. And you just hang in the greyness. They do not have the power to create. They do not have the power of your soul. And with this, as an abductee, what actually happens is the fact that those from a point in the future that have got sucked into the AI now realise that they cannot personally create. They are anchored into a machine, and it literally sucks all their creativity, their soul out. That's the purpose of it. And these being from a future portal come back to harness through abductees to try and find how they can regain the soul which we have in the moment. And what we do not want to do is to surrender our soul to the ghost land, to illusions that are outside ourselves. It's very important that personally, and you are responsible for the safe passage of your own soul, to stay within the heart center and to be strong and not give your power away through the illusion of the reflection of an alternative way of being. And to close this reading off, we have mountains. And this is an interesting one, because this is 6, which equates to the one above. Mountains. And often what we look out on, and they're telling me that this is a moon. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to become the moon. The moon is illusionary. The moon is beyond us. It's not ours anyway. It belongs to other beings. And by focusing on the moon as an outward obtainment, like a monetary value, a want, a must-have, we are keeping ourselves into the struggle of the illusion of where we are at the moment in our journey. This is a doorway that they are saying, do not enter here. Do not enter here, because this is the dreams of the non-collective, the AI. This is the dreams that we have been experiencing, because dream time has always been. It's never new. It's just added to or upheld. And at the moment there have been several dream times on the earth plane, and one of them is to keep humanity in their place and to harness your soul, which I'm sure all of you are aware of, but they're just asking me to point that out. And I'm going to now go and pull another gateway card and see what it is that they want to finish off with. But they said I can pull two. Okay, let's just see what's coming up. Oh, it splits. That's good. Have a beautiful blue door. Actual doors somewhere in the world, taken off the internet by the person who's done the writing. And the first one message says, secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories in sketches for others to find. This is leaving your path. You are stepping into your unknown, and you're wandering and seeking the familiar. You have already known this. You are wise. And as you bring your intentions into now, by stepping out into the world, that's the same as drawing memories in sketches, others will find the pathway that you have walked, and it will help them also. You need to sing out of, metaphorically speaking, the true value of the gold that you hold of your intention within. And we will take the next one. And the next one is an image of a very derelict looking place. But there are fantastic journeys ahead. Walkabout. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. In indigenous lessons, you find the will to survive. Now this is an interesting one, because the indigenous tribes across our planet we are seeking them out for their wisdom. And by going our walkabout, stepping out into the unknown, we are finding our earthly tribe. And that could be a tree to hug, could be, or plant even would be better. But the world that we are in is in a dreadful state. But that does not mean that all is lost. In fact, you need to be brave and fly high above whatever there is in this world, and start to plant your intentions for a more harmonious and a better improved earth so that Mother Earth and all of us and her trees, which are equally her own tribe, our tribe, can flourish. And I will leave that one with you for today. And I do hope that you have a fantastic day. The shorter readings should hopefully go up on the YouTube channel. So until we meet again, may your heart star shine brightly.